Welcome to the Portable Classroom. Maximize your potential program. In this video, we are going to compare the future tense and the past tense. We are going to talk about the difference between these two tenses. This is the third video and also an intermediate level exercise. So, without further ado, let's begin. As usual, the first thing you do when you encounter a question or questions like these, the first thing you do is to find the time marker. And the time marker of a sentence is usually at the end of a sentence or at the beginning of a sentence. Say for example, question number 1, the time marker is right over here. So when you see next Saturday, you know it's talking about the future. So for question number 1, we have to use the future tense. Now future tense, you either use will or be going to with the base verb. So let's write both of them down. So the answer is Peter will go or Peter is going to go. And go, it's an action verb. And it's also a verb that talks about going to a place, coming to a place. And in grammar books, we learned that we can also use present continuous tense when the verb are words like go, arrive, come, that indicates going to a place or coming back from a place. So the third possible answer for question number 1 is Peter is going shopping. So there are three different answers that you can use. With question number 1, will go, is going to go, or is going shopping with his friends next Saturday. So let's take a look at question number 2. Again, let's look for the time marker. Now the time marker for question number 2 is right over here. Last Saturday. It's about the past. So we have to change the verb over here into a past tense verb. And the past tense verb, the past tense form of the word go is went. So the answer for number 2, Peter and May went shopping together last Saturday. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3, let's find the time marker first. The time marker is right over here. Last night. Again, it's talking about the past. Then we have to do something to the word watch. Watch is a regular verb, so the past tense of watch is watched. Now remember ed at the end over here. Reached, watched. Number 4. Again, let's look for the time marker. The time marker is right over here. 2 days later. 2 days later is talking about the future, so we have to use the future tense. The future tense, as we said, there are 2 different ways to use it. You can use will with the base verb or be going to with the base verb. And watch is not a verb that talks about going to a place or coming back from a place. So we cannot use present continuous tense. So the 2 possible answers are Peter will watch or Peter is going to watch. So number 4. Reacher will watch or is going to watch a movie in the movie theater 2 days later. Now number 5. Number 5, again, let's look for the time marker. The time marker is right over here. The day before yesterday is talking about the past. So we have to use the past tense. The past tense of the word cook, it's a regular verb, so the past tense is cooked. Now remember the ed at the end sound t, cooked. So Paul cooked dinner for his family the day before yesterday. Let's take a look at number 6. Number 6, again, let's look for the time marker. The time marker is here. Yesterday evening is talking about the past. We use the past tense. We use the past tense with the sentence. The past tense of the word see. See is an irregular verb. It's saw. So Lynn saw an accident on her way home yesterday evening. Number 7. Number 7, again, let's look for the time marker. The time marker is right over here, this Christmas. Now this is a kind of tricky one because you have to look at the date of today. But usually, when we say this Christmas, we're talking about the future. So I'm going to use the future tense. Now, the future tense, we say there are two different forms. So you say Sean will get, that's the first one. Or you can say Sean is going to get. Again, there is no present continuous tense. Now, because of the word get, it is not a verb that talks about going to a place or coming back from a place. So we cannot use the present continuous tense with question number 7. So Sean will get or is going to get a very expensive Christmas gift this Christmas. Number 8. Again, let's take a look at the time marker. The time marker is right over here. 3 years ago. And he is no longer in the same class with me now. So he is the person, Penn, is no longer my classmate. But he used to be 3 years ago. Talking of the past, we have to use a be verb. The past tense be verb that goes with the word Penn is was. So Penn was my classmate 3 years ago. Now remember, in past tense, is and am becomes was, while are becomes were. So remember that. Number 9. Let's take a look at the time marker. The time marker is right over here at the end of the sentence. It says tomorrow is talking about the future. So we have to use the future tense. Jeff and Amy, they are two people. So the two possible answers are will be, that's the be verb for the future tense. Now remember, will is a helping verb, so we always use a base verb after the helping verb will. So it's always will be. And the other one are two people going to be. Again, we use a base verb after the word to. So there are two scenarios in English where you have to use the base verb. One is the helping verb, verbs such as will, or do, does, did, or modal verbs such as should, would, could. And the other one is after a to and the base verb together, we call that infinitive. So number 10, the very last question. The time marker is at the end this morning. Now usually when I talk to someone about what happened this morning, I'm talking about the past. So this is actually a sentence in the past tense. So the past tense of the word have is had. It's an irregular verb. So Kathy had some toast and milk for breakfast this morning. So very fairly easy. The way to complete this question is first look for the time marker is usually at the end or at the very beginning of a sentence, and then decide what tense you should follow, what tense you should use. If it's a time marker of the past, it's the past tense. If the time marker of the future is the future tense, and then you change the verb accordingly. So, thank you for watching this video. For more information, please visit www.theportableclassroom.blogspot.tw. Again, thanks for your patience.